And good day everybody, and welcome to another guide series video that I'm making for you. And this one's on the jerkbait rod, and as well you can use the jerkbaits without the jerkbait rod if you choose to buy them with the tournament tokens. But I've got the jerkbait rod, and we're going to show people how to use them. And I can vouch for the sea lures, though I cannot for the freshwater ones yet, as I've just started to collect them. And one of the things I love about this jerk rod is that, well, we can whip out usually anywhere from 50 to 60 meters of line, depending on how things go. But one of the main things we have to be aware of, guys, is that, well, you got to be on a 90 degree and pretty close. Like, I mean, really close. You got to start reeling like this, get your guide, and then you get your jerking. Because if you're like too far ahead, like here, you're not going to get any jerking, and it doesn't say that you're jerking. You see, it doesn't say nothing. Like, see, it jerks, and you know, you have to be on a 90 like that, and you can go up and down too. You can be high as you want, but you got to be in that 90 degree or just a little before it. Like, see, a little bit before it. It's not quite a 90. It's probably about like a 355, and after that, you go over here like that, and you lose it, you see. So you got to kind of keep it straight up in here like that, or back a little bit like that, and you'll get that jerking. Okay, so there it is. And that's one of the things that people need to be aware of. So it is kind of cumbersome that we are limited to this 90-degree angle, more or less, is because, well, it's really hard to watch your rods. So if I had rods right here like that, or even in the boat, I have to make sure where I'm casting, keep an eye on my rods, that the angle is kind of looked after. So now I put on this freshwater lure called the Shiner, just so we don't be catching some fish. And by the way, we're in Italy here, so I didn't want to catch any fish, but just to give you a concept of how this works. And I like, we can even do like example 40, and I do 40 sometimes if you want to maintain the jerk. Now, of course, we could catch a fish here, but we're trying not to. But just to show you some concepts of how I use this jerkbait to help all those who are interested in this kind of fishing. So I always wait to get my uniform, then I start jerking. It slacks and start jerking, and you can maintain that jerk at about speeds 35 to 40. A little bit less, you'll start getting into some uniform, but a lot of the auto sets, like if you automatically put on the lure and it brings it out of your bag, it's usually set around 35 to 40, depending which one you got. Now, as you can see, boom, we get a fish, you see? So this is straight on the jerk, and I will tell you that it does work. Now, this is a freshwater lure, which we have the perch, the shiner, and the fury, and I have 2 of the 3 so far. I wasn't expecting to catch a fish here, guys, but anyhow, it's a little bonus for you. I'm just going to reel it in here like that. And the other thing about this freshwater one, be mindful too that the depth, to get like touch bottom and stuff, I found with the freshwater ones a little harder to do. I usually get the uniform and or something. Hey, the little merluzzo. Hey, let's keep that, okay? That's a bonus for the stream. So now, we're going to switch over to the C1, which we could catch a fish. And I'm going to throw the clown in there because this is the one that usually doesn't hit. And again, I'm going to just, not maybe so far out, but just to give you guys some ideas of how you can do some retrievals. And I usually like going anywhere from 10 to 15. So example, we can do 15, and you can get a glide like this. You get the uniform, get the jerk, and now you see I'm automatically getting the jerk because I just did so much practice getting this rod set up on here. See, we hit the bottom, and then I let it go, and then I'll jerk again. And I like this technique where I get the jerk, uniform kind of setting up, and then it should hit the bottom. There you go, and then it disappears, and when it disappears you can jerk again. And I found that the slower, this is like a stop and go, and this one really works a lot, guys. This has been really successful for me. And then you can speed it up too. You can try 20, 25, and just depending on your mood of how long you want to be, but there's like a lot of room we can do. And now example, I can go 20 now, and I can change it up a little bit. So here we can keep a straight roll, and we'll jerk it, but you always got to remember you need to be on the 90 from your line to the tip of your rod. It doesn't matter how high you got it, you're still going to jerk, but you got to make sure you're on the 90. Okay, that's the most important part. And then I can jerk again, and then just touch the uniform. So this is being a little quicker. See, now you can also do uniform and jerk, and I've caught many fish like that. So I hope you guys kind of got the idea how the jerk bait works. And you can also put a jerk bait on, example, like your basser. So if you don't have the jerk bait rod, when you put your jerk bait on this rod, as example you're casting, the same principle will apply to this rod. So you don't need the actual jerk bait rod, and we'll just maybe demonstrate this really quick. For those who maybe not understand or just need to understand to see how this works out. So I'm going to put number 2, just a little cast because I don't want to catch nothing. I want to make the video short here. So anyhow, and I wait till it hits bottom like that, kick, and by then you should be set up on your 90, and you got the uniform, and boom, you see the jerk happen. So it doesn't matter what rod you got on, but these specific 6 plugs, 3 for freshwater and 3 for the sea, does do it. And you can pretty much model it. So basically, the slower you go, you'll touch the bottom. And I also had found that water deeper than about 20 meters, well, you're in a little bit of problems, or you might not touch bottom. So stick with the uniform and others. And one more proof that this works, guys. I'm going to close off the video here with a couple of shows. I've got a sea bass lab rack, which I'll be glad to show. And this was on the J Glider Big Mullet, 12 kgs of fish for you. So it does work. And also had a, what else we got here? Also, we just got a Merluzzo on that one. Not a trophy though. And we got another trophy. We got an Aruda. Here, and we got this one on the big squid. So just to show you, these things do work. So you just got to know how to make sure that you're on that 90 to get that jerk, okay? So anyhow, I'd like you guys, please make a comment, positive or negative, and please subscribe or come and watch my channel. I stream 7 days a week on Twitch, and you know, look forward to seeing you there. And if there's any other guide you'd like to see, or that I haven't had or made or would like to see, please put it in the comments, or come and join me in the show. Come and chat with me. We also have Discord, and the game's available on Steam, so you buy it, you own it, and we have some fun. Anyway, guys, catch the big one, buddy.